Blood makes us kin. Loyalty makes us family.
This Hype South with Child Time TV. Thanks for tuning in.
Eat this shit up.
I fuck with Print, he gon' roll like a Russ.
So Honeykomb Brazy just dropped a new song with Jay Prince called Dead People.
Hey bitch, I been retarded at my special ass feature.
Cause I shared it to a couple of different platforms and I got some different energy on it. And it was completely different energy than what I got when I watched the video, right? You know what I'm saying? Some people that's not familiar with Honeykomb Brazy and not familiar with his story kind of sold him short.
I was on a 20 split 4 years. I did 4 years, then 3 years, then 2 years, then 1 year, then these 11 months.
In reality, if you really know, Honeykomb Brazy really been with Jay Prince Jr. for a long time. That's that's Lil J artist, Jay Prince Jr. artist. You know what I'm saying? Not Lil J. You know, Lil J is Big J. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But that's Junior artist. The purpose of dropping that song was great marketing. If we gonna be 100, if we gonna be $150, that was great marketing. You get the new artist, a street artist, the stamp of having Jay Prince in the car with him on the thumbnail on the video on YouTube. And you got the credibility to say featuring Jay Prince. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a different type of stamp. You know, it ain't a lot of artists out there other than the Ghetto Boys, classic artists like Bun B and Pimp C, UGK, records like that from back in the game and albums like that back in the game where Jay even said anything on the song.
Oh yeah.
Cause now I got the world swinging from my nuts. And damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
So to get Jay on the record, you gotta think that there's some type of credibility to it, right? And if you know anything about Honeykomb Brazy and his story and the shit that he done been through in his life.
When was the first time you went to jail? What, 12, 13?
Now, like 10 years old, broke in the store, broken room to go. Yeah, I broke in the factory though. They had a factory. Daddy got a license and he doing life. You know, free my daddy, that big count.
You shot your cousin?
Yeah, yeah.
Like on accident?
Nah, like on purpose.
On some street shit, I don't think it's a bad look for Jay to stamp him. You know what I mean? If you're looking at it from that perspective, from the lens of being just authentic, 100, and how you move is how you move, and it is what it is, and you know what I'm saying? You signing with the big homie, you rocking with the big homie. And then to take them Rolls Royce, put them in the hood like that, you gotta pay attention. That was the moment to make people take notice of Honeykomb Brazy if you wasn't already paying attention. But it was marketing, right? It was marketing. And I'm not even saying it was the greatest song ever, because it wasn't the greatest song ever. I done heard better shit from Honeykomb Brazy. The best way to sell that type of artist, it only makes sense to me. It was perfect because the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna see featuring Jay Prince. First thing you're gonna do is wanna see if Jay rapping on that motherfucker. That's the magnet. Jay is the magnet in that situation to bring them to it. If you're not already familiar with Honeykomb Brazy, I was already familiar with him. So to see Honeykomb and Jay Prince in the thumbnail, sitting in the, I was like, oh man, that's the cosign right there. That's the stamp. So I looked at it from a different eye. I think the future is bright for Honeykomb Brazy. What's gonna happen for him? Hopefully, if he can maneuver his way through some of the adversities that he done faced in his life and the things that he done been through, go look him up, man. Go dig him up and go look into his story and the things. Put his name in YouTube. Start there. Honeykomb Brazy. Put his name in YouTube. And then come back and watch this video again so y'all give me 2 views about you. And then you say, okay, I see what he's talking about. It's Hype South with Child Time TV. Until next time, peace.
Eat this shit up.